Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is a beautiful Monday morning and I have not felt this good on a Monday in a long time, honestly. I'm sitting here at my desk because I've been working, but I think I'm gonna call it quits right now. I've been working from 11 to 3 and it's not a long day, but it's been a productive 11 to 3, so I'm gonna call it quits right here. This is my favorite part of freelancing. I get to make that decision. I use Notion for all of my freelance work and I basically have a to-do list of things I want to get done every single day, and then I also use a regular Kanban board which has the not started, in progress, there's a backlog, and then completed just gets hidden. I always want to make a video about what I do for work, but it's really hard to explain. It's definitely easier to show, so I'm just gonna give a brief rundown of the things that I made today. I made a reel for the company that I work for. I'll like pop it up on the screen so y'all can see. Nothing too crazy, just a nice little like, you know? I reached out to the owner of that company, tried to fix a problem with the platforms that we use. We use Canva for our social media content scheduling, but has not been working properly, still is not working properly, but we gave it our best shot. I followed up on an email inquiry, and then I followed up on 2 form submissions for my website. So 2 people reached out. One person was asking for a website, another person was asking for me to make a custom link in bio page, which is really fun. I love making those. And the last thing I did was for myself. I have some friends that are also in the freelancing space. They don't directly work in tech or anything, but they are very much a needed asset when it comes to the websites that I build. Have Damien, who is a copywriter, Pao, who is photographer, videographer, video editor, and then Courtney, who is a florist, graphic designer, and photographer. And I added a super cute quote, and it says, "There is no such thing as a self-made man. You will reach your goals only with the help of others." And I absolutely love that. I went through a few different quotes and I feel like that one really sums it up best. Like, yeah, you can do some great stuff on your own, but it's gonna get real good when you start collaborating with others. So I definitely want more people on my projects. It gets kind of lonely working by yourself all the time, so it makes me really happy when I have the opportunity to, one, like not only hire an incredible service provider of whatever service they provide, but 2, just having more brains on a project and somebody to bounce ideas off of. I never have anybody to bounce ideas off of, so I appreciate it when there's someone there. Anyways, like I said, we've worked enough today, so we're gonna go downstairs. I do have one more cute thing I can show you guys. I'm all into like the smart home, like good lighting, everything. We have a cool light strip at the top. It changes colors, but I normally leave it on yellow. And yesterday at Target, I found these lights and I put them behind our open shelf. Clearly it's not perfect yet, but basically those are the vibes and I personally love it. Along with the kitchen things, I took the weekend to try and make our porch a little bit cuter. I ordered some patio furniture, ordered a rug, ordered some lights. I have intentionally been taking some time to just do things for fun because I realized that I work a lot. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it just because it's broken up, and again, freelancing is random, so I feel like I have sprints of like heavy work and then a few days of nothing, but I'm trying to find more of a balance with those things and doing fun projects like adding fun lighting to my kitchen or making the patio cute bring me a lot of joy because we don't live to work every single hour of our lives. You have to enjoy some of it too. On that topic, I honestly just want to jump right into what I mainly wanted to talk about today, and that's, do I regret quitting my job? We're moving locations again. We got the fluff, got the water. All right, let's talk about it. I personally have had a lot of feelings about quitting my job and pursuing freelance, and honestly, my negative self-talk has been so strong that for the past few months, like while I've been going through this transition, I've been so mean to myself and my mental health has honestly crumbled. I'm finally, like now during May of 2022, I quit 2021, am at a better place and I feel a lot more confident with my skills. I feel like I'm in a better place with freelancing. Work normally finds me, which is great. That's probably the biggest stressor for freelancers is finding work. And even if I don't have work, I feel a lot better going to places and advertising myself, which is a major improvement. I'm at an interesting place right now where I feel like I have like sturdy feet on the ground, solid foundation, and I want to build up and see what can come out of this. I have been applying to some jobs. I have applied to jobs that are security awareness. I've applied to jobs that are like junior web developer. I don't know if I have all the skills I need for a web developer, but I would love a company that's just like, you know what? We see that you love to learn and work. Come on. But I don't know how likely that is. When you're an intern in college, everybody wants to help you. The moment you graduate, you're like thrown to the wolves. They're like, you're competition now. We don't want to help you anymore. So we'll see what comes out of that. Sometimes I feel like I apply to jobs out of fear, and that's why it doesn't work out. I definitely feel that I'm supposed to have my own business, and that sometimes applying to jobs is just me getting cold feet, and it's just distracting me from putting in the work onto the projects and clients that have already trusted me with their site or XYZ, whatever service I'm providing. So I don't regret quitting my job, but I regret, I'm having a really hard time saying the word regret right now. Okay, there's two sides to it. I regret quitting my job because one, high paying salary. I miss tech salaries. And obviously when you start your own business, it just is gonna take a little bit to build up. It's not immediately gonna be a 6-figure business. And I feel like if you're in tech, not that you start off with a 6-figure income, but I don't think it like you're many years away from reaching that. Like even 3 years in, I feel like it's very likely for somebody to surpass 6 figures or hit 6 figures or something along those lines. And I could be wrong, that's just my understanding of it. The second reason why I would love to be at a company is for continued education. I would love to have experience of programming and developing and designing at a company. I'm just curious to see how they do it. How do they handle all of the random things that come with designing, building a website, especially if it's a larger company, honestly. I'm just very curious how they manage those processes and what technologies do they use, how do they project manage, all of those things. I'm very curious about that. And then of course companies will pay for your certifications and all the other things that you want. And being a freelancer, I like want to take these courses, but I'm like, oh, that one's $7,000. So, you know, I'll wait on that one. So for those two reasons, I kind of wish I would have stayed at the company I was at. However, I think that if I didn't leave my job, I probably would have regretted it. And right now I would probably still be like toying with the idea of like, what if I quit my job? Like, what if I do this? And I'd rather just quit and figure it out, fail, and then come back if I need to, instead of not trying and then regretting that I didn't try when I had the opportunity. I just turned 23. I'm still early in my career, so I know that there's a lot of opportunity that's still gonna come my way. It's just intimidating. It's intimidating to be on your own, to have to find your next job and, you know, do your own accounting, make sure your tax is correct so the IRS doesn't come like banging on my door and taking me away. There's a lot of additional stressors that come with being a freelancer, but I honestly love it because of the lifestyle. I don't think that I did well at the company I was at because of the hours specifically. I could either work 8 to 5 or 7 to 4, and I opted for 7 to 4 because they both sound terrible. I realize that it doesn't have to be like that, and I think that's why I've started looking into other companies. I would like to experience a good company. I would like to experience a healthy work environment. And I know that there's like bad things that come with every job, but I feel like for the right company, you just deal with it, right? Like it's gonna happen either way. It's gonna happen freelancing, it's gonna happen at a company. I really just wanted this video to be a quick update because I haven't shown my face on YouTube for a long time, and creating honestly makes me really happy. I made this channel so that I could share my experience and share my journey through tech, and my poor mental health prevented me from doing that. I feel like I should have been sharing my freelance journey this entire time because it's not super common. It's becoming more common, but it's not super common, and I'm sure that some of you probably want to be freelance web developers. I'd love to teach you how to do it. So I am committing to sharing a little bit more, vlogging more of my regular day, more of my work schedule. I am starting a new course. I'm giving a course, but I personally am taking a course through Hiring Our Heroes. If you are any type of affiliated with the military, I think you have to be like directly affiliated, not like my cousin's grandpa was in the military, but if you are affiliated with the military on a closer level, you get to take one Google certificate for free. So personally, I opted for the UI UX Google certificate, and for those of you that don't know, that's user interface, user experience. I recently learned about user experience engineers, which I think they still code, and I would be so interested in that role. I think that would be a really good role for me. I really want security to stay a part of my career, and I have began working with Cyber Collective again ever so slightly, which has been super fun. So I feel like I still get to like contribute to a cause that advocates for digital privacy and just is in the cybersecurity space, because I didn't just study it for fun. I did enjoy the coursework. I just think the role I was in and the type of work that you do wasn't directly for me. I think I need like a secure coding, secure development, or something along those lines type role. I am currently taking a course on QuickBooks, less exciting, but I need to get my accounting in order if I want to continue running my own business. I think even if I got my own job, or even if I got a job at a company, I would still want to freelance to some capacity. So I want to make sure that I have those finances cleaned up and secured and just good to go. And lastly, I am taking a course with a fellow web developer named Ron, and he does a lot of like fashion brands. He's teaching me Webflow right now, which is actually a really cool web builder that doesn't require any code at all. You can code, and I do feel like that if you don't understand the code, it's a little confusing, but if you do understand the code, it's really cool to build on Webflow because all of the things that you need to change are just there in like a UI format instead of like you having to type out each setting. So that's super cool. Anyways, I did not intend for this video to get this long. I will be uploading more, and I'll dive into all of the topics I talked about a little bit more in depth in additional videos. If there's any topics in particular about the things that I just talked about that you're interested in, please let me know. If you want to keep up with me, you can follow me on Instagram at Rebecca J. Richard or at rrdigitalmedia.co. That's my web design company. Thank you all for spending a bit of time with me today. Thank you all also for subscribing to the channel and just being here for the journey, because finding your journey through tech is just so interesting. Who knows what's really going on? Okay, bye.